Hello everyone. We are back. Why do I always start with a concerned face? I see you guys with pineapple. God damn you both. We are back with the letter. I feel like I'm gonna be jump scared a lot in this one, as we are going to the mansion, and I am not looking forward to the choices that might get Ashton killed. I'm not looking forward to Ashton getting killed. Pizza, yes. Pineapple, no. But let's begin. I feel like this will be the last one of Ashton before we get to Bitchface, or as we know him, Luke himself, Whiskey. I'm not looking forward to it. Again, if the game sound is any different, like loud, quiet, let me know. I'll fix it straight away. Same with me. Let's begin. Oh God. I went to find my pizza and I found a pizza and pineapple love story. God damn it, that's disgusting. Yeah. I just hope I won't regret what I've chosen for myself tonight. Galway straws Monday's night crowd. Although small and barely occupied, a quarter of the whole pub provide an ample enough cover for anyone who wishes to leave this place unnoticed. Just exactly what I need tonight, with a lively musing and chatter slipping out mostly unseen becomes a piece of cake. Without much trouble, soon enough, I find myself standing outside under a chilly Luxbund's night. A gust of wind picks up shortly after I stepped out, carrying the telltale smell of impending rain. Go away, my phone just beeped. I'll give it about an hour or two before it starts. From the look of it, tonight will be another downpour, maybe even stronger than the one I've had this morning. On instant, I lunged further into my jacket, hugging its thick material close to my body while I wave my way through the line of empty cars in the parking lot. The letter crinkles in the pocket on each step I take, though I pay it no mind as I hurry towards my car. I've nicked it minutes ago from Isabella's belongings on my way out. If this is all connected, I need this damn piece of paper with me. However ridiculous it sounds, I'm quite sure it won't be missed either. But I can't waste time here and wait for her to find out, can I? 4 hours is all I'm giving myself to get this done. 3 if I'm included to go by the rule of Z-Man set. But when have I ever? Regardless of how generous that is, each second just as important as the next. So I hurry, one footstep over the other, echoing as I make a beeline for my car. It's a children's book about it. Oh God. But as with each plan, problem crop up at the last second. It's practically a universe rule. What's the fuss? And it does. In the form of long figured waiting for my next to my car. Rebecca turns just as I near, the corner of her mouth twitching up in a wary smile. She's offered no greeting except for a slight tilt on her head. She's about to stop me, isn't she? Even as my pace slows and I look at her with all my unvoiced questions in my eyes, she remains wordless, merely throwing her head back and shifting her attention up at the starless sky when I come up and stand beside her. Another gust of wind blows as he breathes out a sigh, very thick with something close to recognition. The breeze carries all of it away as he hugs her arm closer to herself to keep warm, which raises the question, why is he out here? I knew I would find a love story about pineapple. God damn it. Of course it's on Wattpad. The air is already heavy with the promise of rain, with cloud obscuring the view. There's really nothing left to look at but a dark blanket of nothingness. Still, she stands here as if she's intentionally waiting for everything to fall. That or he's here for some other reason. But before I can voice out a single word, express a disapproval of any kind, he raises a halting hand at me, sharply cutting off the rest of my question.
I'm not here to stop you, wherever it is you're planning to go off tonight. I won't be able to anyway. You look like you've already made up your mind.
Yup.
Go back inside. It's going to rain soon. It'll probably be even heavier than the downpour we had this morning. You wouldn't want to be caught in it.
I will, in a moment. I just want to stay out here a bit for some air, away from the noise inside. Everything's been so chaotic these days. This little break is nice, even if it means standing in the middle of a parking lot, of all places. Getting out of this mess would definitely be better, but hey, you take what you can get, right?
It'll be over soon.
Oh, good. The confidence in my own words surprises even me. How do I know? Why am I so sure? When in truth, what I'm about to do is the last ditch of effort. If it fails, if I don't find anything, we're back to square one. It's the last lead I have. After this, we have nothing else to go off from. Regardless, it seems to amuse her, and her laughter soon sounds above the murmur of distant traffic and the light dwarfs sweeping around us.
How I wish. I'll be content as long as she stops showing up in my mind whenever I close my eyes.
I think that may take some time. The brain doesn't easily forget trauma.
Nope.
I can try, but you know, it also did a lot to us.
Tell me about it. The back of my head's still smarting from my fall last night.
Not that kind. I'm talking about us as people. I hate to admit it, but this whole deal with the ghost, with the curse, it also brought out an ugly side to us. To all of us. And it made me realize plenty of things. About myself. About us.
Oh my gosh, he's blushing. Rebecca trails off. Suddenly a pensive expression spreads across her face. I've seen it countless of times before. And every time I see it on her, it usually followed by a memory, a silly story, or even something embarrassing I've said from childhood. Unlike me, who's much rather forget, she remembers each of them so easily. And after a short bout of silence, when she smiles, I know this is one of those times again.
Do you remember that one time, back in secondary?
Which one? We did a lot of dumb things back then. Well, I did, but you get the point.
Mandy.
I thought you still don't like her. Don't tell me you've kept in contact with her. Are you guys friends now or something?
Oh no. We do see each other sometimes. On the way to work or when I go out for lunch, but it's nothing like that. We're not friends. Not in this lifetime. I don't think so. I don't think we'll ever get along, but if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even be friends, yeah? You stood up for me that day. And from then on, things have changed.
She makes it sound like I'm some sort of hero. Mandy was in the wrong. Of course I'll defend her. If no one's going to stand up for her, who else will? Chances are it would have escalated, and who knows, maybe she would have stopped going to school or transferred. Any decent human being with a screw of sense should know better. I acted because I know what I'm doing is what's right. As simple as that. Yet she smiles as it's worth more than that. A fondness that goes beyond I can't say that fucking word.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is, this time, I don't want this to go unsaid.
What the fuck is going on in chat? I'm looking over. The dough is in a toxic relation with the tray. What the fuck?
You know, just in case something happens. Ash, I've always been in love with you.
Oh no, do we have the option to say I love you too? Oh my god. Oh shit, I agree, Leisha. You sneeze it out. Oh, hello. Oh god. She says it so plainly, holding my gaze and in a voice too frank. that her admissions stuns me into silence. Like the wind has suddenly been knocked out of me in one fell swoop. No words were formed, not even a single unheard thought as the meaning of her words bear down on me. Nevertheless, she continues, despite to express everything she has kept to herself all those years. This is what the fondness is. Why for her it wears heavier than the feeling of whatever that word is can carry.
Since that time in secondary.
Oh my god, she's confessed.
Since I made that promise to never leave.
Oh my god, no, don't cry.
I've always truly loved you.
Oh fuck. Afterwards is a relief, a weight suddenly being lifted from her shoulders. After so long, she closes her eyes and let out a breath. When she looks back at me though, there's nothing but hope in them, eyes that were searching for an answer. Facing the security behind her words, I find myself scrambling for words. Oh no. Sad music. I think we had an option to make him fall in love with her, but we didn't. Because as much as this pains me to admit, I can't give her the same affection as he's asking for me. We might have spent so many years alongside each other. Hell, we practically grew up together. But that never automatically means I'll ever hold on for her feelings that goes beyond the boundaries of friendship. I do appreciate her presence in my life. I'm more than glad that she stuck with me, even though the toughest moments, even when she finds me difficult or annoying. However, it really all there is to it. She's a close, important friend to me, but nothing more.
Rebecca,
Oh, fuck. I draw in a breath, ragged, unsure, uncertain how and which words put together so I will hurt her less, so the words they might leave won't be as deep as a scar. In the end, I can only utter a sorry.
I'm really sorry, Becca.
There has always been someone else. I had the fucking achievement. Oh! I really hope this is a good ending that I'm getting.
I'm glad. I'm happy you feel that way, but I can't.
Oh no.
I can't. There's already someone.
Oh my god, he
that
tells
I'm in love
her.
with.
He tells her that he's in love with someone.
Someone else.
Oh no. It takes all my willpower to force myself to even look at her. For sure there will be hurt. Maybe she'll even be angry, and I don't hold it against her. And sure enough, when our eyes meet again, her mouth has already settled in a tight line and she assumes a rigid pose. There's a sharpness in her gaze, but behind it is pain, unbelievable staring, something that she tries to hide by gesturing, looking away and stepping back.
Becca, I know this.
Oh.
It's all right, Ashton. You don't have to explain anything.
Yeah, but I should.
I'm so sorry, Rebecca.
I told you, no need. It's not like I didn't have an idea or anything. When you think about it, it's really quite obvious. The way you've always looked at her said everything.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rebecca. I know we had a choice to actually get you together with him. But I think our friendship... Yeah, I think whoever had a better... We went downhill with Rebecca. I'm so sorry, Rebecca.
Anyway, let's just end this conversation here, alright?
I'm so
I don't
sorry.
think it would do us both any good. This is going to get really awkward if we keep at it. When all has been said and done, at least I told you, right?
Yeah, you did tell me. You did confess, and that's something that he can't fucking do.
Maybe I can finally let this whole thing go. Who knows?
Oh my god, you deserve something better.
Thanks for hearing me out, though. I won't keep you long. I know you have things to do. Just promise me you won't do anything dumb, alright?
Oh, she still cares. She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she flashes me one last strained smile before walking away. Well, the only thing I can do is watch her retreat back. That was so depressing. Yeah. I feel like here, if we did end up, I feel like this would have been a kissing picture. In that one moment, one talk, something also breaks between us. Something incredible. A different kind of regret. Haunting me as I miss the silence of my car as I drove off and I leave it all behind. Within 10 minutes, I'm driving out of Luxbunt and heading straight for Aslium village. In the distance, flashes of lightning light up the horizon, white and sharp against the black curtains of the night. Thunder threatens with a rumble, seconds later echoing long across the sky. And with one last roar, the sky opens in earnest. Oh my god! The rain falls in fast, steady streets, creating a shadow puddle in the dirt path, drenching everything in the eye can reach. Despite having grown up in the city, I still despise the rain. Living here doesn't mean I have to like it. Lucky me. I reached the mansion before the downpour has turned torrential. Yeah, it looks so old and so destroyed. The long slog from the Aslium village by foot has already been made difficult by the light drizzle and biting wind ruffling against the body every few seconds. By the time I found cover under the trees lining the victory of the mansion, my shoulders are already drenched. My hair's also slicking back against my skin and out in every possible direction. Thankfully, the latter tensor and the gun I brought with me has remained relatable dry. That's the most important thing. However, those are the least of my problems at the moment. Sometimes after the housewarming party, Scrumbag, Wright, had suddenly grown a brain and tightened the security around the mansion. A guard is now stationed in every possible point of entry. The main entryway, the back door leading to the kitchen. Hell, it's almost a miracle no one has spotted me once I entered the property, although that's probably because I've kept one to the forest. While I can always create a clever way in for myself under the deluge, it's really difficult to do so without making much noise or leaving tracks.
I don't really have the luxury either, do I?
Considering how off this place feels since I've stepped in the property of the mansion came into view. Every light is off, even with the security personnel of the patrol outside. The whole house itself, it feels empty, eerier, too quiet. Normally I'll pass it off as some kind of power outrage because of the storm. It's not a far off consortium when the place is almost in the middle of nowhere. However, something just feels wrong.
Something happened here.
Or about to. It's the sole reason why I haven't done anything yet. Simply observing, watching, listening for anything. I might be pressed for the time, but I'm not a careless idiot. Although I need a way in, desperately, so moving without thinking will not only endanger me. With so many unknown variables and what we're dealing with, I also have to act on the assumption that someone is always in danger, especially in this place. I can't act impulsive. As much as I hate Wright, I'm not about to cause his death because of one thoughtless action. If there is a place he deserves to be at, it's a prison, not a morgue. Oh, fuck. So when a hoarse, painful sob suddenly rings out about the loud pitter-patter of the rain, only then do I stir. A woman. Perhaps a servant? Or worse, Hannah Wright. It's time to run, bitch! It's coming from the forest? Just right up ahead, in fact, not too far from the house. Regardless, I give the place a quick, wary glance before following the noise. Why do you follow the noise? Why? Carefully, keeping into the shadow, one cushioned step after another. I don't care if it's Hannah, run, bitch! Louder and louder it goes as I near. Oh, fuck me! Until it absurdly turns into a loud, desperate, urgently cry. Fuck me. I break into a run. Yeah, bitch, run. One nervous hand ready for the gun hostile at my hip and the other raised for the balance as I scurry across the dense unstory. Dead leaves crunched under my shoes, but I pay it no mind. They're only the voice, the woman, and nothing. Abruptly, it's all stopped as I melt with a sudden hush. Blank. Empty. Almost deafening in its stillness, even with my laboured breathing and pounding heartbeat against my ears. Behind me, there's another branch breaks and... Oh, God. Oh, fuck me. Dread surges within me when I spin around and take a hard step back, ignoring this chilling pinprick crawling at the back of my neck. But before I can even meet her eyes, the word unexpectedly pitches sideways, tilting, and tilting until the ground beneath me finally crumbles. My hands fight for push, only to meet air. By then it's too... Did I already kill him?
Ah!
My foot slips further and the rest of my body follows. Dark spark blurs the edges of my vision. God damn it. Blank tendril twists and coil around my limbs. Soft footsteps echo. Yes, can I help you, guinea pigs? Were we given a choice? No, we have not given a choice. Soft footstep echoes from the far distance, scurries, scrumpling, moving in an odd rhythm with a sharp peering note of her laughter. But more than that are the voices, lacing volume inside every curve in my head. Murmur that jeers, scoff and deride. Over, it's because you didn't listen. And over, it's all your fault. And over again, why won't you believe me? I remember a reminder of what I failed to do and who I failed. What am I trying to desperately fix? A scream threatens to burst, but my throat closes off. Ever so slowly, a chill sleeps into every nerve of my body, washing away every sensation in me, apart from one. There is only fear. Once again, her laughter echoes, a sound both bitter and unforgiving. It's the last thing I hear before she reaches for me. Fuck me! The ground trembles. The world slows to a stop. Oh, fuck! Where am I? Half darkness greets me when my eyes finally snap open, the soft pattern dripping water somewhere spurring my concern further. Did I pass out? I passed out, and now I'm in the sewers. We are in jail now. For a few short moments, I remained still, blinking away the drizzleness, allowing my vision to adjust to the lack of light and the breathing to even out first before pushing myself up with one arm and attempting to stand. Turning alone is a struggle on its own. An inch of movement sends a stab of a sharp pain right up my arm and my back, giving me another pause.
Shit. I hope I didn't break anything.
This looks too nice for a sewer. True. There doesn't seem to be any injury or major fracture, though the whole of my back does feel sore and raw. Probably from when I've skipped it down, parallel to landing myself here. A comforting thought. The second attempt comes easier later, though, no less painful. And by the time I'm back on my feet, the action has left me grasping in short, hollow breaths and leaning heavily on the wall nearest to me. Behind me, a light draft blows in from where I've fallen in, coming in short, sharp bursts into what's apparently an underground tunnel and brings it in the fresh, earthly smell and the rain from the top side. Regardless, it fails to mask the old musky scent of the place, a mixture of the mold, mildew, dust, grease, and something distantly foul, like death. More worrisome than a putrid, festering smell, however, are the cells that line both sides of the tunnel. Yep, we are in jail. Under the dim light, I can barely make out what's inside of some of them, but I already have a few ideas, all of which I refuse to dive into the moment. Knowing how long this mansion has stood, somehow, no matter how unexpected finding the existence of this place is, it isn't too surprising.
I wonder if Scumbag knows about this.
Probably not, unless he's also kind of the person who takes joy in infecting this kind of suffering on others. I don't really think so. He's rotten to the core, but not that rotten. He's probably blanked at this, move out of the first opportunity and have it demolished. The very idea of what has occurred in this place years ago makes me reel. As well, I've known long ago, places like this tends to hold secrets. This though, if this is just the tip of the iceberg, I fear what I may discover in the mansion itself and the tale behind that fucking letter. But fear in constant creation, as unpleasant as the sight of this is, this place might also be the only way of me to get inside unnoticed. Sighing and taking one last gulp of clean air, I push away from the wall and dive deeper into the passion.
Let's just hope it'll be smooth sailing from here on.
Turn out, this is the most part. The path rarely devolves, no shaped turns or branching routes. Just a long, empty hallway stretching out before me, filled with nothing but dust, dirt, and a few rusted chains scattered about. The only problem is having an overreaction imagination and walking amid a place a shadow of death. Every sound, every sudden movement, even the faintest of it, spurs it. At times there are scampering, small noises that absorb raises above my footfalls. Rebounding off the howler wall, an echo endurable across the whole span of the tunnel before fading away just as swiftly as it rang.
It's probably just some animal.
Mouses. A rat, maybe, I hope? I pause nevertheless, staining my ears for more of it, while I grandly move my hand to my side, slow and steady until the tip of my fingers brush the gun handle. Although cold against my skin, it's the closest thing I have to comfort at the moment. For a long minute, I wait, holding my breath, watching every form, edge, and shadow it's the corner of my vision for any movement. After a heartbeat on nothing, I allow the tension to ease out of me in the form of a long, slow inhale that reverberates around the whole place. Things continued like this as I travelled the whole passage, pausing, listening, moving on repeat, unfortunately losing track of time while I go deeper into the tunnel, until finally the corridor ends with a slight of the light slighting from the door left ajar. Get a little drink, make sure to drink, everyone. On this other side, from wherever the little glimpse of offering, I spy bottle lining of the wall liquid barrel for aging the wine cellar. Oh no! Oh no! Maureen died there!
Right into the kitchen then.
Oh no, is he still there? More than eager to get out of this place, I quickens my pace. But as soon as the door rim arm reached and I push it up, I fell. Oh no! Oh no, we're going to find her dead body. I've searched my senses. C was not found, and it's been. When was the last day C was here? It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days! It's been 5 days and no one's noticed! A huddly mixture of odors has gone to rotten fruit and decaying meat that catches me completely off guard. Oh god, 5 days! Okay, There might be a picture. There might be a picture coming up. There might be a picture that pops up, so if you're weak to gore and all that, you might want to look away. Sprightly, I stumbled back, gagging, having actually breathed a lungful of it, only for my foot to end up disturbingly on the edge of a nearby puddle I'd fallen to notice earlier. It sends splashes of liquid right across the hem of my pants, and I fight the urge to glimpse as the raw metallic smell raises up in the air. Oh no, a smell I'm already more than familiar with, thank you very much. That doesn't mean I have to like it. Sighing, I take a brief moment to brace myself before crossing the threshold, already expecting the worst. Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be a picture of her. The trail of the dark liquid leads me to it. It's from a stumble against the wine vent, not that far from the door. A rank lingers, heavier here, stronger. Putrefaction that has just started, but in the fact like this, you can't really tell the time of death from this alone. The humidity and temperature in this room has likely delayed the process. An estimate? This person has died sometimes around 3 to 5 days ago, which place of timeline around the time people are just moving in and also the housewarming party. A servant then? No. Someone with the same social status as the Wrights. Whoever it is has also read the letter based on the writing around the body. Someone who was also present during the open house of the party. So a guest. Wordlessly, I drew closer, muttering a quiet prayer under my breath for the depart. The least I can do now is to figure out who it is and try to find his or her family once I'm done here. Let them know what has become of their kin. Even though the layer of the clothes is shouldered feels cold to the touch, somehow, despite not being new to this, it sends a nose-thrilling chill to my stomach. Oh no, her cat! Her cat hasn't been... Oh my god, her cat's dead. That cat hasn't eaten for 5 days. Yes, he did have a cat. Oh no! I'm very sad though. Maybe it's because of this time. I know exactly why this person died. Another instant casually of this curse. Ignoring the dread, gently I give the blazer a pull. Oh, fuck me! Oh no! Oh god, why is it going still? Okay, it stopped. Oh god. Yeah, her family must have went to her house. Unexpectedly, her head lolls back, twisted, unconscious, swerved. It dangles. Fuck it. Dangles from one side to the other before settling at an odd angle. The next thing I know, I'm staring at the hollow base of her neck with only a thin layer of skin keeping her served head to her body. But more than the gruesome sight or sickening feeling that has lured up to my throat, it's recognizable. I know this woman. And it's not just any woman I've seen randomly on the streets. She's the same one I met at G's 5 days ago, smashed drunk and babbling her frustration about her employer. Maureen McCall, famous interior designer, extraterritorial. Not so extraordinary now, with her throat sliced richly in half and her whole body drenched in her own blood. Oh, fuck me. Is that a picture now? Okay, they just put a picture. Oh my god. Once the surprise subsides, I muster the courage to properly lie her down, closing her eyes and covered her face with a handkerchief. Oh, respectful. It perhaps the kindest gesture I can offer her right now, pressed for the time as I am. But for someone to suffer this kind of death, in the end of only things I am able to do is observe my eyes and continue with my path. Surreal. This is all nothing but surreal nightmares, but after everything, should this even surprise me? Ghosts, curses, hidden passages. I can't even bring myself to volunteer question anything anymore, in spite of the numbers of them already swimming inside my head. Yeah, for them 5 days, no one came down to see her. They haven't even like put posters or anything. As a kid, I used to carve for this kind of an adventure. The stuff of mystery and detective novel, daring chases, interesting cases to solve. Suspect put behind bars, justice to serve. I was blinded, I admit. Now I simply want this to be over.
You really believe it'll be that
Oh,
easy,
fuck, she's here.
don't you?
Oh, wait, that's Rebecca's voice. I pause mid-step, confused, warily. I look around, searching widely for their source. A long minute passes, no one speaks again, breathing out a sigh of relief. I simply continue, this time treadling lightly, careful not to make a sound. Up ahead, I can already glimpse of a set of stairs that must lead to the kitchen. Getting unnoticed in the wine cellar, not a problem, but if someone's upstairs when I pop up, well, to say it's be completely might be a little of an understatement, especially if the butler is in there. If I get caught, no one will be able to fix this.
See? So full of yourself, aren't you?
God damn. This time I'm sure. There's really a voice, well, voices. Despite standing only a few paces away from the exit, I find myself stopping and looking for it. Searching the intermittent surrounding for the familiar form of a woman. I don't even have to venture too far from where I'm standing. Just an arm length away from me, a mirror stands. Of course it's a fucking mirror. And from it. Oh shit, it's my friends! They speak, all singing the same mocking tone against my ear, letting it echo throughout the small undercroft mumble and laughter, jeering, scoffing, deriding, lacing volume into every groove in my head, taunting me.
Look at you, mouthing off like some hero. You can't even fix your own silly little problems. You haven't really changed, have you?
Break all the mirrors, yes.
Useless.
Pathetic.
You're wrong.
My mistakes lies in this first instant I've answered. The very second denial has slipped from my mouth. Their words have also slipped into my heart, allowing it to prod at the rants on my temper. Despite knowing they are merely doing this to ground me, each word, each syllable tricked me into spurring the guts I hope I've long buried.
Are we? Or is that simply what you've been telling yourself all this time? Something to make yourself feel better, perhaps?
You're the one who took that letter off Isabella's hand that day. You're the one who opened it.
How does it feel, I wonder? To know you're responsible for all of this?
What do you think I'm doing? Why do you think I'm still trying to fix this?
Oh, but you can't. It's already too late. And you know that. You know all of this is futile.
Just face it, Ashton Frey. You're a failure, and they are the ones who have to pay for it.
A badge and a gun, and you still can't protect your own friends. Can't even solve a case for an old man.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Can't even bring right justice.
Can't even keep his own family together.
Oh, fuck. They're really getting to him.
No wonder they left you. Before you do the same thing to them.
Mom and Dad are better off without little old you, aren't they? It's a good thing they had the sense.
Oh my god.
Pitiful, isn't it? Some detective you are. Some friend you are. Some son you are. You might as well just throw that rank away. You're no use to people either way.
Shut it!
I hate this. I hate how the monsters can easily get through to me. every weakness, every insecurity it knows to hear said to my friends' voices, even more so. But what I hate above all of it is...
You know it's true, though.
All of it. It's why all you can do is tell us to shut up. You don't want to hear a single word, because you're already aware of it. You can't even admit it to yourself. Who's the coward now?
But no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to save anyone.
Shut it! Not a single word anymore.
In the end, your own incompetence will eventually lead to the deaths of everyone you care about.
It laughs, sharp and piercing. At the sound, something in me snaps, a rage hastily inflaring, red filling my vision. And the next thing I know, I'm raising my hand and my fist connects to its surface. He smashed it! Reject the voices whispers inside your head. The achievement! It shatters, renting the air with an ear-spitting crack, sending fragments of it on the floor. The fog from my mind lifts. Every second, every sound, every noise returns to me, flooding my every senses all at once. There is this deafening silence. Slowly, I become aware of my surroundings. Bottles of wine, barrels of liquid, the faint old scent of death and decay somewhere, and the small cuts in the back of my fingers. Blood drips from each digit, trailing down my wrist until it disappears behind my sleeve, or falls to the floor, not too deep, negligible even. There is a pain, however, a different kind. An ache somewhere else in the stern, not from the wound, for where every single word has hit. On the ground, Straws lie lifeless now. No more voices, no more insult. But even as I walk away, one whisper taunts continues to ring my ears.
It's useless, Ashton and Frey. You are going to die.
And you are going to die alone.
Oh, fuck me! A fear. Oh, fuck me, that's creepy. One that has been long kept in the darkest place in my heart. One that small part of me wishes for. The trapdoor swings open without much fuss. It isn't even locked, probably left open for when Wrights ask for some midnight snacks. I make sure to coast it clear, of course, before I pull myself open. Even I like how you said you're gonna die alone. Yeah, it's very creepy. The butler of theirs is nowhere to be seen. He's probably sleeping, attending to his master, or doing some extra late night work before turning in for the night. Meanwhile, Wright won't touch anything to do with the Mentorio chores, not even with the 10-foot pole. It's next to impossible for him to linger here. No servants, no anyone. And just as easy as that, I'm in. Gently, I close the hatch, and if things go well, the same path will be my way out. If my luck doesn't hold, that's not an option now, is it? I have people waiting for me. I really don't want to think that might happen. Sometimes it's best if I simply reveal the little victories. The great blessing when everything else is going to assault against you. And in a place like this, the fright with unknown dangers, it's the feeling that lasts only but a second. Suddenly, a sob, ringing out from some distant part of the house, echoing through its empty halls. My shoulders immediately tenses, hair raising at the back of my neck as a sudden chill passes. This, despite myself and my beliefs I've long held. Because as much as I want to convince myself that nothing's wrong, my experiences tells a whole different story.
What are the chances I'll be able to leave this place alive?
I want to be optimistic about it, really. However, I'm going against something almost everyone can't quite understand. I'm just being realistic with my chances. Beyond the walls of this room, the cries continue to grow louder, with a ragged draw of the breath, heavy with apprehension. I slip out of the door. Like a siren call, her voice beckons. Finding out who that is seems a good place to start as any. I keep the shadow of the most part. Not that there is any need to, the entire place just feels empty. Odd, when the house this big should have a large staff. You think there'll be one or two roaming around for some late night chores or something seeking out whoever creating this ruckus. There's none, however.
Shouldn't they have security posted inside as well?
Unless their security means the butler, though. I doubt the scrub bag. That sloppy, he loves his life more than anything. Probably more than his own wife. And the things he's done, he bound to make more than an enemy or two. He's also the kind who will do anything to keep himself safe. Alive.
I wonder what he'll say when he finds out that there's something not human living with him in his own house.
Potential danger aside, being on my own grants me a greater degree of mobility, which I'm more comfortable with. When no tag alongs, I only have to worry about myself, watching my back. Selfish, I know.
But necessary.
In the same manner, this whole place is, no matter how idiotic going into this is. Besides, I don't really need the guide when the house layout is fairly simple, almost mirrored, with only a few modifications in the rooms. I think Luke has already. Although I've only been here once, I think I already have a good grasp of this place in and out. As long as I can tell which is east and west, it shouldn't be hard to find my way around. After a dinner room, and the main foyer should be the next thing that greets me. Where's the woman cries are leading me? Honestly, after what happened outside, I'm not even sure if I should be trusting what I'm hearing. But with the whole house somehow seemingly avoided with any of its habitated, I'm inclined to look into this. More than surviving this course, a huge part of this is a training speaking.
I just hope this isn't a crime scene I'm walking into.
But nothing ever that simple, isn't it? Not when you're dealing with the supernatural. Nope. Because as soon as my feet crosses to the next room, uh-oh, something shifts. Oh, fuck! In a flash dearly without funfair. It happened in a blink of an eye and I almost missed it. One moment there's red. In the next... I'm standing alone in the flyer. Okay. For a brief instant, I pause, glancing widely across the place, blinking twice as my movement will spur the vision back. Yet, nothing. No blood dripping on the walls, none trailing down the stairs as pool of the blood of the floor. No eyes watching my every movement. Only the same cries randomly growing intensely the longer I dolly, along with the voice. Mother? This desperate.
Where are you, Mother?
Oh, it's Hannah! Pleading.
Mother, please. I don't want to be alone.
Coming from the same distraction I've heard the cries from. Upstairs. The place not intentionally empty then. A better question now is who? Definitely not Scumbag or the butler. I've yet to see hide or hair of them, and not knowing their whereabouts puts me on edge. I have to be careful not to make any noise or be seen. Maybe the wife, although one can't really tell if it's her, the way the walls echoes her voice. Nevertheless, it pushes me to move, taking almost 2 steps at a time, despite the sickening feeling that something lurking behind me every great shadow, every small corner I pass. As if the house has several eyes watching my every movement, as if something alive dwelled behind the wall itself. Oh shit! Fuck off. I tried to shake it off, but the unnatural sensation has already made the way to the pit of my stomach, dread, and it only grows deeper the closer I get to her. Oh no. Ooh, I love that. Don't go to the... I don't think I have the choice. But the uneasy sensation has already made the way to the pit of my stomach. Oh, I already said it. The relative emptiness of the place doesn't help either. Neither does the harsh wind battering the windows, nor the sheet of the rain pelting down on the roof. For the fleeting second, I find myself wishing for Scumbag to simply show up. I don't get too far down into the train of thought. Abruptly, the cries stop, replacing it with,
Mother, please. She's here. She's here, Mother. She's going to take me.
oh God. You know better than this.
She won't leave, Mother. I don't want to go with her. Tell her to go away. Mother! Mother, she's here! Help!
That can't be good. A mirror Elaine overcomes me in a rush. In no 2 heartbeats, my feet already moving before any sense can catch up, and doubt creeps up on me. My hands already at the hostel as I hastily set up on the far side of the hall. One armed footstep after another, while struggling to keep that sense of panic at bay. A door lies ajar at the end of the incoming from the floor above.
She's going to hurt me! Help me!
I do not hesitate. Moving in despite the lack of light, the steep stairs or the thick layer of the dusk kicking up in my every step. I pause over a moment upon reaching the top. Then, without wasting a second, push the door open. Fuck me. Oh God. Who the fuck are you? She sits in the middle of the room, shoulders hunched, shaking. Her hands cover her face as she sweeps, oblivious to my presence. It's as if she has heard neither of my footsteps nor the soft creaking of the door continue undisturbed, like I'm standing in the time of removed from her. She doesn't even flinch when I call out to her.
Hey, are you alright?
Mother, I've done it, Mother. Take me with you, please. I can still hear her. She's here. Help me! Help me, please!
Oh God. Belatedly, I noticed the blood on her hands, as if the same one drenching the whole attic. I'd rather not know. How the whole room has ended up like this is the least of my problem. At the moment, even the single human body doesn't even have this much blood. So, bodies? The thought sends an unpleasant twirl in my stomach. Does Wright even know about this? He's bad news, alright, but this? This is beneath him. He'll definitely balk at the first sight of it. Anyone will. Yet this woman lingers here, unmoved by the sight, letting her sob fill the room, repeating the words over and over again like a prayer of supplication. To who? And the mess of the parchment she has left on the floor. Just what the hell is happening?
Hey, lady, are you?
She's gonna jump out at me, isn't she? The rest of that questions never makes it out. I don't even see it coming. Yo, she's gonna lunge at me! Should I have been more aware and on guard, really? There's a little I can do when a well-placed blow to the head on my knees makes me stumble. Yeah, but she fucking attacked me. The mumble alone sends me reeling forward. It's barely ever recognized in my head that the woman's gone and the room as normal as it can be. not above the pain suddenly shooting up at my side when I hit the floor. Not... I'm gonna get a drink. My throat is burning, not gonna lie. I think I'm catching something. I don't even get the chance to get my bearing back when a hard enough blow to the stomach causes me to buckle down and land heavily on my knees. Gasping, I fumble wildly for my gun. Yeah, I have a drink next to me. I'll be fine. I fumble towards my gun. Although, before I can able to turn, level it and shoot, a hand grabs my wrist and twists it. Who the fuck is attacking me? Hard. A gasp. A grunt. A cry of pain slips past my mouth. The gun falls to the floor with a trunk. As soon as it lands, a foot kicks it out of the reach and it slides uselessly under the bed. Angrily, suddenly explodes in my chin, jerking loose in a sharp pain of cry, and stares fills the edges of my vision. The taser clips to my belt as the next thing I go the moment I'm down. Sound of it sliding roughly against the wooden floor somewhere grates against my ears, along with my labored breathing. The next thing I know, a piece of cloth is covered around my neck. God damn! Without warning, any attacker pulls tight. I'm left gasping, choking, and clawing at the air, binding, reaching behind me as I still cried to fight him off and loosen the present on my neck. Expect any sort of movement only causes him to pull it taut.
My, so many rats scurrying about in this mansion lately.
Oh god. Writes Butler. Shit.
Tell me, what did you do with the madam?
Oh, he found McCall. I have no idea what he's talking about. Did someone happen to Hannah Wright?
Let go, you asshole.
Oh,
now,
fuck.
Doomkopf, you're in no position to be rude.
I'm being beaten.
Last time I checked, I'm not the one breaking into other people's homes. Now answer my question. What did you do with the madam?
The pain rings and resorted through me already sore body. Still, I managed to ride it and spit the Mulius.
Fuck you.
Oh god damn it, Ashton.
Keep that dirty mouth babbling and you're getting a knife in the kidney.
Oh fuck.
I assure you it will be more painful than this.
He really doesn't need to threaten me by now. It's all too much to bear at this point. My lungs feels like they're burning with the lack of air. Dark spots began to fill the edge of my vision. Every so slowly, the world around me dims. Oh, fuck me! My contortionist rapid slips away from me, and without meaning to...
Get away from him!
Hearing that voice as I've been doused with a bucket of ice, cold water, familiar, too familiar, and the more importantly, it shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be hearing it here. See, shouldn't be here. Immediately, my eyes snap open. Oh shit! And right there, right at the attic doorway, stands Isabella of all people. A rolling pin on. I'm sorry. The fact that she has a rolling pin. I think it's a taser. A rolling pin in one hand and a police taser on the other. My taser. She must have picked it up when this bastard kicked it off earlier. Where else could she have gotten one? I doubt she ever used one. Even hell, the way she holds it right now, the guy can easily disarm her with one hit. But there's something in her eyes. Although there is a look of fear in them, her hands shake. She keeps the weapon trained and pointed at the scumbag's lackey. Untrained or not, she does not plan to leave here without putting up a fight, it seems. Admirable, really, but it's just not something we need right now. I need her to be away from here. I need her safe. But the chances of that happening grow slim with every laughter that slips from him.
Oh, this is just getting better and better. The Bratwurst won't be pleased with the number of bodies we have to dispose of today, you know. Tell me, how many of you are there? so I can prepare the proper number of bags.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill me? Damn it. What the fuck is going on? Why is he here in the first place? Does he follow after me? Who else came with her? Zach? Rebecca? Oh god, story update. Are they all here? Panic surges within me. He knows how bad the certification is, but did she really have to run in here and expose herself like that? Does he even know how to use a taser? For fuck's sake! More than worry for my life, it's her I'm concerned about. Getting strangled, dying by choking isn't part of my plan, but her following me here is either. This is why I prefer to do things alone. This is why I'd rather be the only one to take consequences. I don't even want to think about this bastard might do to her after he's done with me. Though my voice comes off nearly a croak, I try to tell her as much as he has to leave. Stay away from here and those people.
Don't! Damn it, Isabella! Get out of here!
Oh fuck! Another bout in the pain absorbs to my side, cutting off my words. A cry of anguish burst from my mouth. I could taste blood in my tongue as I have attempted to get as much despite the towel still covered around my neck.
Ash?
You're going to lose air quickly that way, Dummkopf. Better keep it shut.
God damn.
Get out! 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 Val!
Don't be stupid! I'm not leaving you here!
Oh, I feel tensed. I think this is concerned this face. He laughs, too cruel, too unforgiving. The way each note beats against my ear, in spite of the warmth in them, sends chills down my spine. This is the man whose hands has already been stained with blood before. Oh my god! He won't hesitate.
I'd follow his advice if I were you, little girl. What could you possibly do with a toy? Just hand it over and be on your way. It'll probably be too difficult for a little girl like you to use.
Oh my god. There's a moment of silence. Fuck, I can barely keep my eyes open. But in the next seconds, though, I still don't exactly understand what's happening. Isabella shouts. Not a cry of pain. Be saved by the person you least expected. Not a cry of pain. Not a yell of panic. But one that's resulted. Firm. Perhaps in a tone that leagues further than any of I've heard of her before.
Try me.
Oh god.
Ashton, duck!
I do. More than instant and divide to survive, closing my eyes before my mind can fully process what's going on. Oh! It all happened in a blur. The telltale sound of a taser being discharged and resounds through the room. The air crackles. Something whistled by almost too close to my ear, followed by a thump of something blunt connecting solidly with another object. The next thing I know, the tower strangling me has been loosened. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I collapsed on the floor, dazed and gasping for air. From my pupil, though, the haze of the blood rushing to the sound feeling slowly filtering back, and the butler buckles he spawns once. Then, without much fuss, falls face first beside me, knocked unconscious by the 50,000 volts of electricity and a fucking rolling pin. Oh my god, he fucking whacked him with a pin too. He'll be out for a while. I have no idea whether I should laugh or cry at that. Somewhere in front of me, my oxygen-divided brain visually recognizes Isabella's form as he slumps on the floor, almost breathing heavily. Right next to her trembling hands, both of the taser and the rolling pin lies useless and forgotten, while the mood in the room eases. A long, gradual process of the tension lifting. For countless seconds we remain quiet, with only our short gasps and sighs to fill the silence, allowing the unbearable ebb away, both our breathing to slow. Not a true response by any means, but simply a brief response. There's still a curse. We're still inside the mansion. In an imminent danger, we still have no idea how to fix this. Outside, the rain seems to only intensify, lightning flashing, fleeting, somewhere, white and piercing, and the sky rumbles. No rest for the wicked. I stir first, once recovered, having regained some balance of sense and strength. Breathing still hurts, but it's bearable, as is moving, although every small motion causes a whine. There will be a bruising tomorrow, I can imagine. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to jail. But we're trying to save them. Receiving my gun from under the bed is easy. But only with a small effort I am able to drag an unconscious man to the far end of the room, snapping one end of the handcuff on his wrist while fracturing the other in the bed frame. That should keep him restrained for the few hours in case he wakes up impromptly. Although this, Isabella stays quiet. In fact, he hasn't even moved since. Her hand still shakes, and taking a long draws of breaths when she stirs virtually in front of her, almost as if she's in shock. Perhaps he isn't even expecting any result, spiraling by some kind of desperation. Now it's sinking in. Unfortunately, we need to get moving. We don't have time to wait for everything to register in our heads. Kneeling in front of her, I give her a light shake.
Belle, we need to go. You can't stay here.
Slowly turns, staring at me with wide eyes. Worry flickers briefly in them, along with something ineffable. Then, without warning, she lifts a hand and slaps Zero right across the face. Damn! The sound of it cracks the air, shattering the silence like a fragile glass breaking. Despite the familiar rumble and thunder outside, it managed to ring louder above the storm. I don't even know what hits me. Wow! Until my head has already snapped back to my cheek, stings with her anger. And it is anger. In spite of the stillness and the lack of words afterwards, not firming though, never firming, but the kind that burns lightly and soundlessly. A frustration instead of sleeving rage. Look at the angle. One that ebbs just as quickly as it flows, and once the tide subsides, there's only the glimpse in her eyes, warm, steadfast, and unflinching. Quietly, I brace myself for a truth underneath that gaze. It slips from her lips softly, nearly fading under the sound of the rain still falling fast. It's not for the right in each of her words.
What is wrong with you?
Belle.
If Zach didn't slip up, no one would have known where you went.
Belle, one person knowing is enough. Any more than that...
You almost died. He could have suffocated you right then and there, and you could have died.
I told Zach to give me 4 hours. That would have been enough time to...
It would have been too late. And by the time anyone ever finds out, you're already fertilizer.
She trails off, drags one indrawn breath after another. A brief lull of her frustration finally gives, dissolved into something more pensive and sombre. Her shoulders droop, although her voice raises hoarses and weary. In her next words, there's only certainty.
You count too, you know? When I said that night, when I told you that I don't want to lose anyone anymore, that includes you. Alive. We're still here, Ash. You have us.
And once they're meaningful, raw, it does not with forces of dawn breaking in the raging storm, but with a gentle, steady warmth of the heart burning, an ember easing slowly, lightly, and raising, giving until all of its left is the truth and understanding. Not alone. Never alone. It lingers, even as we both drift back into silence, and her words take root, because in the gratitude that swells after is another warm blooming. Gotta slap the bitch! Her turn welcoming, like finding a home, like finding ourselves in the haze of a squall has left, creating something fragile, yet immortal in both of us. It's in her eyes, in the way she holds my gaze, unwavering, in the way she carries herself, and despite sitting amid a place she fears. And the way she keeps herself from trembling and falling apart because fear is inconsequential when people she cares about is at risk. A change. She realized that now, holds on to it. Another little thing, another small thing from her, and that may go unnoticed and pass by quietly, but will eventually among to a lot of things. Tiny gestures that means nothing at first, but began to matter to me every day until, despite myself, a small smile slips from my lips, as the same warmth from earlier unfolds in my chest. Unhurried, a familiar and a bright from all those years I carried it, but I've never given the words for it.
Stop smiling like that, Ashton. I'm not done scolding you.
But this time they come easy.
I heard all of it. Don't worry.
Are you really okay? That guy hit you a little too hard on the head. Here, let me...
I reach up just as she extends a hand towards my face, catching her wrist in a light grip, drawing it close and folding her hand in between mine. And though her expression does shift into a mild confusion, she does not pull away like I'm expecting. She simply stares at me, searching. For her to allow a gesture from me that perhaps too close, it tells a lot how far things have already shifted in the past few years. Cradle in mine, her hand still trembles. Most of the traumas has already subsided by now, though I doubt they will fade away this soon. Even as I trace the line of her palm in what I hope is a comforting gesture.
I'm sorry, Belle.
For what? Is this about what happened tonight? You can apologize later, when...
No, well, this too, but it's not just about this.
It's for a lot of things. For calling you clumsy, and careless, and a scatterbrain.
Are you sure this isn't a concussion?
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Well, you don't usually apologize.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that too. For all the times I've teased you and made you cry.
Unexpectedly, her fingers tighten around mine, her hands falling between us as something tender shifts in the air. Another exhale, another drawn breath eases out at me, filled with airy hesitation and uncertainty. But when I finally choose to break the silence, another confession. It's only when I know that will slip past my mouth is the one truth I hold against the world.
But for all those callous words.
Oh. Okay.
Despite all those,
Okay.
there's nothing that I don't love about you. In fact, those things, I love those.
Ooh. I love his voice.
And everything. Everything that's you.
Woohoo! Goddamn, I'm blushing. A confession inside a house with a sleeping man. Yeah. Goddamn. Oh, I can listen to that audio every day. Ash confessing his love towards me. For a long moment, she offers no response. Her grip on my hand merely tightens. Although my heart pounding hard against my ears, I take a chance and look up, slightly leaning away and giving her a cushioned glance, more than ready to hear her rejection. And it is one despite the smile on her face. If it can even be called one, of course. There's a pained aspect to it I can hardly name, regardless of what it means to her and what she intends to cover with it. The sight of it alone makes me regret every mention of anything. It's almost as she's forcing herself to push back the next words out of her mouth for the sake of not hurting me. Oh god, is he gonna reject me? Not that I won't be able to take it, but if those feelings will only put in a heavier burden on her, I'd rather not have said anything at all. As expected, with one last squeeze of her hand cradling hers, he pulls her hand away from mine. When he speaks, though, there's a sharp refusal to meet my eyes. Oh God, he rejected me! No! Not that I hold it against her. The situation already awkward as it is.
Ash.
She pauses, biting her lower lip. A small frown forms between her eyebrows when she struggles to find the right phase to strings together.
Ashton, I'm really
Fuck
sorry.
me! No! No! We should have gone for Rebecca.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Oh, Ashton, my love.
I was already expecting that. Kind of. But you don't have to.
No, I mean, I can't. I can't afford to think of anything other than helping my family. Especially now that Papa's gone.
Oh, fuck me.
They're going to need me more than ever, Ash. I'm sorry. I really can't.
Oh, fuck me. I'm so upset. I thought I could have had them together. Is it because I have to have it on full?
Not right now.
Oh, not right now. In the future. I've already known it would lead to this. To some extent, her family will always come first. Who am I to take that away from her? It hurts, of course, but the pain eases. Knowing that in spite of crucifixion, her heart will always be in the right place. That she's still the same woman I've fallen in love with.
It's alright, Belle. Don't apologize.
I agree, guinea pigs. I agree.
If it still matters, that's actually what I love about you.
Oh no.
Of course, not that I'm expecting anything by telling you that, but you get the point. Yeah.
Thanks, Ash. I mean, thank you for loving me. Even after everything.
Her response is a smile and a soft laughter, perhaps the sweetest thing I've heard from her. Just for a minute, I saw nothing will change despite her answer and her lingering feelings that will come from this. And there will be lingering feelings, that is. With the way she barged into our lives 5 years ago, it's probably enough to leave a terrible impression on anyone. And that's also personally it. It's people like her that you don't easily forget. It's them that gradually worms their way into a person's life until the very thought of losing them becomes unbearable. As it is, I'm already content simply staying by her, no grand expectation and hope attached, just a banter, a small smile, and a quiet little moment that raw. I love her. And that's also, is it all there is to us?
I know I caused you all kinds of trouble these past few years.
Hey, whoever told you I'm doing this for free? After we're done with this curse thing, you're gonna owe me a year's supply of ice cream.
Yeah, we'll see.
Another laughter, this time from both of us. Then she hits my arm with a light punch. Familiar, warm, bright and hopeful, much like everything else around her. And it is a strength enough to keep me going as I lead us both out. Oh my god. That's adorable. Let's fucking save. Howard still hasn't came back when we make our way downstairs. Tricky, considering the stairs to the attic are a bit old. One misstep and anyone might end up slipping and falling. You're lucky if that's all that happens to you. With the stairs this steep, a broken neck is literally outcome. Thankfully, Isabella's here to guide me through the darkness. She knows this place better than anyone after all, in spite of all the misfortune it has brought to us. Yeah, we handcuffed him upstairs.
Careful, the floorboards over there aren't very sturdy.
Right on cue, the same board I'm stepping on creaks and suddenly breaks, the pieces falling everywhere with a dull thump.
Oh shit. Scumbag wouldn't be too happy about that. Ow, foot.
See? I told you so. You never listen to me.
They renovated the whole mansion. They can't even replace one tiny part of the house.
Why don't you file a complaint to BRC then? I'm sure they'd be thrilled to hear it. You know it was such a rush job.
Outside, the wind have intensified. Even from here, I can hear the geese battling the window in the attic. It makes you wonder why you're up until then. The only person we encounter from this house is the butler. Although, to some degree, that makes sense. He is in charge of running the place. With that man, yep. Where are the other servants, though? In this storm, wouldn't anyone want to stay inside? A likely assumption is that they're all asleep. The route I've taken doesn't really pass the rooms they likely assigned to the servants' quarter. However, they also heighten security. I brushed it off earlier, thinking they'll be posted a lot closer to where the master's rooms are, but the second floor avoided of anyone as well. As the every inhibitor of this place has already disappeared overnight. More importantly, where's that scumbag? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. The fact that we're all in here in this fucking in the middle of it makes it all more cruelly. And that feeling only escalate once we reach the landing of Isabella swinging the door open. She pauses abruptly right in the doorway that I almost run into her, the look of confusion in her as she looks widely across the place, wordlessly taking in her surroundings. With each turn and the shift of her eyes, her shoulder only grew tenser, and the look of apprehension slowly dawns on her.
Isabella, what are you...
We aren't supposed to be here.
Sure enough, when I look up, we're standing right in the kitchen, pots, pans, and all. Hey! In the one corner, Zach and Rebecca watches almost as surprised as us to see us. And relieved as I am that they all have the sense to wait and not venture deeper into the mansion, I can't keep but roll my eyes at the both of them.
Zach, I said 4 hours.
I know, but Isabella asked and... Come on, bro, you know I ain't a very good liar.
No, you're not.
And it didn't even occur to you to stop her?
We all tried, all right? She was out the door before we could say anything.
And how did you guys even get in here?
The three of them exchange a look, one that I obsessively don't like. In the end, it's Isabella who speaks, a look with a bit of hesitation.
We heard someone scream, Ash. It led us here.
Without warning, the door behind her slams shut. Fuck me, shit.
We need to get out of here.
Screw right. I need to get those people out of here. Luckily, we're in the kitchen. We have 2 ways out, the back door and the cellar offers. Except the hatch won't budge when I pull it, and neither does the back door, as something has locked it firmly on the other side. Zach Gozer gives it a few tries, and even with the big guy's strength, it won't open. There's a long about the silence in which we all simply look at each other, likely sharing the same thought. We're trapped. Something as someone has intentionally led us here. Fuck. In that same moment, once realization warns in, something shifts again. Blood. In every nook and cranny, over every surface and in every inch of the floor. This time, unlike the first time I've seen it, it remains, and gradually the whole room begins to reek that familiar, mentally scent, sharp, suffocating. Around us, every object, including the cupboards, have started to rattle as well. Okie dokie. The sound from outside, foreboding rumbles of thunder, and even the howling wind have begun to fade away, replacing by whispers, shouts, and cries of pain. Though inaudible, each beat and note bombarded every curve in my head with virgin images and sounds. There's no time to make sense of everything, however. I'm already shouting, fooled purely by Emerald, barking orders and making a break for the door that leads to the next room, the dining. It should take us straight to the foyer where the main door is.
Move! Run!
Right in front of us, the mansion has started to change and we're in the trick of it. However, instead of the dining room, like it's supposed to open to. What the fuck? The bedroom welcomes us instead. An image that lasts only but a second before blood began to sweep into the room. Oh fuck. Filtering into the wall, tricking every nook and cranny. Everywhere, future shakes and every beam rattles. Before we can even step back from the horror grandly unfolding in front of us, the door slams shut. A loud thump, bringing the sense of dread and chill creeping up on us. Along with it is another realization: the whole place is reordering itself. And with the door closed tight behind us, showing no sign of budging, even though the sheer force, there's no choice but to go forward and hope for all God that it leads us to the exit. Until then, running to the only thing we can do, squirted by nothing but fear and a sense of desperation to live.
It's useless, Ashton and Frey.
But with each room we pass, it only becomes apparent that the house has no longer intention of letting us leave. It lured us all here, and we've fallen for it. Now it's playing a little game with us, a scold form of amusement. For who? Their laughter are the only thing we can hear. With every hall we cross, the door we slide open, the hope of finding exit merely dwindles. The gun in my hip is useless here. I am useless here. Some fucking genius I am. Some fucking person I too trust I am. All of those. That mean nothing to the face of the unknown.
You finally figured it out. Huh, Ashton Frey. Just give it up. All of them will eventually die because of you.
And you are going to die alone.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You know it's true, though.
All of it.
It's why all you can do is tell us to shut up. You don't want to hear a single word because you're already aware of it.
You can't even admit it to yourself. Who's the coward now?
But no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna be able to save anyone.
The more gruesome the place turns, the bleaker our chances simply gets. Oh, fuck me. Wells and screams fills our ears as we pass by. Words from time to and people long gone, laced with nothing but purr and pain, calling out, reaching out for us. Their voices are almost too real, as we're not the only one trapped here. That was others begging for release from this wretched place. Or maybe it's just a show, a taste of what we will eventually be. Souls forever held captured in this never-ending nightmare.
Mother, I've done it, Mother. Take me with you, please. I can still hear her. She's here. Help me! Help me, please!
Is this what the curse is? What it means for all of us? That letter, not a morbid cry for help but an invocation, a beckoning of unsuspecting souls to be dragged into this place horrors, to be put under centuries and centuries of torment and pain. Suddenly dying of painful death seems probable, enticing, then ending up here living in a tortured existence. Or perhaps it's all the same. Still, hope worms its way into me, not the usual things for someone like me. But after going through countless doors and corridors, every little sign of hope I'm willing to cling to, as long as we get us out of here. We're back at the dinner room again. How long have we been running? How long since we left the kitchen? At some point, we lost track of the time, and the windows buried tight and the sounds lifting in the air, nothing but shouts and shrieks. It's impossible to tell. Not that it matters when the end is in the sight. Shelves and furnaces bar the door, each stained with blood and gore, but it's a suit occasion. Is it as desperate as it is? I find a different way out. But there's still a gap left in the topmost part of the person to go through, as long as you use the shelves to climb.
It's an exit, all right.
From here, I can spy the familiar walls of the foyer. Relief, oh relief, washes over me. Although my legs have been strained taut by all that running, and every bone of my muscle have the body ache, that's only an easing. A sense of tension relieved while energy back flows through me again in the sight of it at the end. No sooner I'm leading us out of it. Zach helps Isabella and Rebecca first, assisting them in the gap. The moment that Isabella are in, I nod for him to go through.
Go ahead. I'll watch your back.
Surprisingly, he does that without any process. Not that there's any need to. Sometime after entering the room, the whole place has calmed down. No wails, no whimpers, just silent, too deafening. But they're not letting any guards down, not until everyone's on the other side of the nightmare safe. For all I know, this may just be a calm before another storm. Without further instant, however, Zack makes it to the other side and follow after him. However, odd this hush is, I turn my back from it and climbs up. It's a tight fit, but I manage to squeeze myself in. The unease remains though. Maybe it's the memorable line still coursing through me, and how easy everything has been after living through that nightmare, fleeting as it is. But for some reason, something's still nagging at me. Call it detective instinct of a training, or whatnot. I have a feeling something's going to happen and catch us unprepared. Goddamn. Unconsciously, before dropping down on the better side of the stream, my hand shifts to the gun to my hip. Instinct has never failed me before. My feet hasn't even landed firmly on the floor when...
Had I known there would be a party in my own home tonight,
fuck.
I would have opened a bloody bottle or two. People these days, in my own home. Can you believe it? I feel so left out.
Fucking whiskey. A chill sweeps into every vein of my body. All of a sudden, every ache, every pain returns to me tenfold, and my knees threatens to buckle at the sound of his voice. Although it appears friendly, I know it is anything but. One does not spend invocating a man like him for over a year and holding an urge against him for more without knowing everything about him. His quirks, his habits. I'm familiar with all of them. And right now, Luke fucking Wright is beyond pissed. Shifting my gaze upwards to nearly too painful knowing the danger. Not to me, but to those who I have been lured in here by the curse. Oh, fuck! The handgun catches my eyes first, next to the summary smile on his face when the holds Zach and Rebecca and Isabella at gunpoint. In sight enough to lodge a painful torn up my throat. I've been too focused on the other things that have completely set aside the fact that scumbag will not be too pleased to see us here without knowing our reasons. But even with those good intention curses and ghostly apparition aside, we're still trespassing in his home. The question is, if he's ever aware of the whole of his household has somewhat disappeared and he might be the only one here. Likely not. Fuck. Even with the people I know among the crowd, there's a certification effort to him, not simply shoot everyone in sight.
And really, Daisy, even you, what would Kylie say?
Luke, this isn't what you're thinking. You have to listen to us. There's something going on here.
Well, obviously, why else would people be trespassing in my home? What about little Lily over there, then? What's your excuse? Checking back if your clients are doing okay? Is that it? Is this what this is? Oh, we're doing good, by the way.
Sir, please.
Oh, please what?
Becca's right, sir. We need to get out of this place. You need to leave.
Not a good enough excuse, darling. You people are the ones who need to get out of my sight. Don't worry, I might consider pressing lighter charges for the woman. Can't say the same for the rest of you. But really now, I swear the people of this city need to be taught the meaning of privacy. This is how you want to start the week. Why don't we just go with a bloody massacre if we want to surprise people in their homes, huh?
I do want Luke to die. Casually, he waves the handgun at them as if it's just a mere toy in his words and no threat. The safety of his gun, of his. Nothing stopped him from pushing through his words. Call me paranoid, but the slight gesture draws my own, and I level it at him. Finger on the trigger, and already the release on the safety catches its case. Things go south. Oh shit! Oh fuck me! Oh hi Luke. Okay. A standoff. He is quick to train his own on me, though, as that we are in a standstill.
Now, Feathers. Manners. You're in no position to be pointing that gun at people.
Why don't you put yours down first, and then we'll talk about manners.
Oh, he talks back. The gall. You know, your kind pisses me off so much.
Shooting him right here will be worth it. With the way he stares at me like a goddamn pest. But this isn't what I came here for. I'm not a murderer, as much as I loathed him. I'm not the kind who will kill people in cold blood for my own gain of amusement. The law will bring him what he deserves one of those days. At the moment, however, we're all in the same boat with this curse, and he needs to understand that. The longer we stand here, the more time we waste and the losing. Something we don't have much of. But how can I convince him? This scum is full of himself. Prefer to hear the sound of his own voice more than those of the people around him. No matter how much sense they make. Probably the only way I can make him listen if I beg. No way in hell that's happening. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Wait for the house to turn bloody. Yep. Okay. Leave him to die. Okay. I think I'm gonna beg. Because I feel like if we disarm him, he'll shoot. I feel like that will kill us. I feel like begging makes him feel very high for himself. Like, ah, yes, beg for me. Beg for my attention. I'm gonna beg. I'm really hoping he doesn't shoot me. My life's not the only one at risk here, however. There's Zach. There's Rebecca. There's Isabella. We're all knowing victims to this fucking curse, and I'm in no position to pick who to save, who I should simply let die. I suppose my pride can take a few hits and can set aside my beef with this asshole. Taking a deep breath slowly, I lowered my pistol. Though still on the edge and at ready in case he does something, I do my best to assume the less aggressive stance.
Listen, right. I need you to...
Oh yeah, disarm would shoot someone. I feel like someone would get shot.
You broke into my house, and somehow, you expect me to listen like a good little boy.
Yes, be a little good boy.
Are you a bit touched in the head, Feathers? I'm not the one breaking laws here.
Look here, fucker. If I wanted you dead, I could have done it so many times already. In fact, I can easily shoot you down right here, right now. And you won't be able to do a damn thing, even with that gun.
Oh, I forgot to read. My bad. The only thing missing is for him to kneel over and start rolling around the floor. All well, I do my best not to sack him with a sorry end of my pistol.
You have guts, Feathers. You have guts. Did you hear what you just told me? You've just threatened me inside my own house. My own home. You know what I'm thinking right now? In another lifetime, we would have probably gotten along well.
Nope. He's right on that, at least. I might have ended up like him if I didn't have Professor Andrew, Rebecca, Zach, and Isabella. One mistake, and it would have been too late for me. With his laughter rings all those possibilities, I could have lived, but I never been given the choice. All because I have other people with me, people who I care. I saw below realization. but not as much when I realize his clicking stops, the 2 heartbeats that matches towards me, grabs my collar and aims his gun right at my head. What? No!
Luke, no!
Hey, now you two, I'm sure we can all talk about this first.
At this distance, a slight clink of that finger of the trigger will be able to do more than kill me. Oh, fuck me!
What is it that you people really want with me? This is the 2nd time this week, and I'm really getting weary of this little game. Did the NCA send you to apprehend me, or has somebody paid you off to kill me?
Please don't shoot me.
Which one is it, Feathers?
Your buddy.
Mind you, my arm's getting tired. Better answer quick if you don't want to beat the business end of this gun.
I keep my eyes trained on him, in spite of the huge threat he posed right now, because if anything people like him, like us prefer, it's honestly. You don't give that impression without keeping a solid eye contact.
I'm not with NCA. I'm just here to help. There's something else in this house, and we're all in danger. You have to believe me, right? You need to let us go. You need to get out of here before it's too late. If you want to keep your sorry ass alive, you'll listen to people with more brain cells than you.
Why, you insolent!
His fingers move, but I prepare my head, ready to reach, disarm him, and knock him out. If I have to drag him out of this place unconscious, to keep him from suffering the fate of every other person who has died here from the curse, so be it. However, before either of us can fire a shot or tackle the other to the ground, another voice echoes throughout the floor. A small little thing purrs to the storm raging outside. It rings above, nevertheless, causing all of us to stop and turn. Oh shit! At the top of the staircase, Hannah Wright stands. To make matter worse, the thing behind her nursling a rotting hand wrapped firmly around her neck. She looks like death. Pale and shaking eyes, red in tears, you nearly don't hear her as she pleads.
Luke, help me. Please.
Outside, another streak of lightning flashes and a clap of thunder rips out of the sky. Oh, if this whole thing can't get any more football than it already is, I got the Death's Grip achievement. And if this whole thing can't get any more football than it already is. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, Luke! It ends there? It ends there? What the fuck? What the fuck? It ends right there with Ashton? Oh well, we've got this if you want to pause and read. Likes. Money. Women and power and that thing and flowers. Oh god. Okay, let's save. Okay, dokie, everyone, we are going to end the wine. Yes, we're gonna end the stream here. To give everyone a heads up, this week at the very end of the month, starting on the 20th until the 4th, I think. I'll be having my boyfriend over from Sweden, so I'm not going to be streaming throughout them 2 weeks, but I will be posting videos on YouTube, so it won't be as long. It won't be as long as it's streaming. It'll be shorter videos. So, don't you worry, in them 2 weeks, I will still be posting on YouTube. So make sure to check out my YouTube. It is linked down. But until then, the letter will be continued with Luke. And we are on the last chapter. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.